What is up? Welcome to the Early Edge in 5. I am your host, Allan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. And I'll tell you what, we're running deep on Friday, so we have no time to waste. Let's bring in the stars of the show. Get this thing fired up. And I'll tell you what, said riches. Look at these riches right here. Just bountiful. I love it. Spector, coming to you first. All right, you're our leadoff hitter. However, I hear that today, somewhat of a special day. Go ahead and break it down and your picks. What do you got?
Well, I mean, first off, we're just doing great today. The 76ers, Royce O'Neal had the Sixers spread. That's why he passed the ball in the backcourt for us to cover on that one. The Warriors finally got the refs to call some plays their way. We're going back strong. But most importantly, like you said, I got to give a shout out to my Uncle Randy. Happy birthday, Uncle Randy. He is the one who got me into sports. Lakers season tickets growing up. He'd take me all the games, including the 2010 Lakers-Celtics finals. Hope you have a great birthday. He watches the show all the time, tails all the picks. So in honor of him, I'm picking somebody that he used a lot as well, but I generally like in the model likes as well. Jalen Brunson over 24.5 points at -121. SportsLine AI is predicting 27.3 points for him today. In his first playoff game with the Knicks, he was limited due to foul trouble, only played 29 minutes, yet still had 27 points. Second game was an absolute dud, only 20 points, went 5 of 17 from the floor, 1 of 8 from 3. But he's not going to shoot that way again. It's very unlikely he'll shoot 12% from the three-point line and 29% from the floor, even with the Cavs having a large lead in that second game. He played 36 minutes. It was a close game expected tonight. He could play 40-plus minutes and giving him plenty of opportunity to go over this line.
There we go. And I'll tell you what, great pick. Happy birthday. And now we have to address, that was something positive. Now we have something kind of wild brewing here. All right, so the Maestro, all right, for anyone that is new to the Early Edge family and crew, the final spot on the show is known as the Maestro spot, right? He is our cleanup hitter. He brings us home. That being said, our man EC appears to be taking control of his own and establishing that. So, Maestro, I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm tossing to you. You're hitting second here. What do you got?
I'm happy to give up that spot as long as EC goes 3-0, 4-0, or 5-0, or however many picks he's going to give out today. I got 3 plays I love, and one of them is the backcourt mate that Spector talked about, and that's Quentin Grimes. He's the defensive stopper. He's the guy who guards Donovan Mitchell, but he's also a great shooter, 48% from deep over his last 9 regular season games, 45% from deep in the second half of the season, but he's done nothing in the first 2 games, 9 points in 49 minutes. At home tonight. He said he's going to be more aggressive. He says he's going to let it fly. This is his first playoff series. I think he'll be more comfortable at home. Over 8.5 points for a guy who averaged 22 in the last 9 regular season games. I love that play. A baseball prop with the Rays, Josh Lowe, over 0.5 total bases. Just has to get a single, a double, a triple, a homer. Anything will get us there against Michael Kopech. This guy, Josh Lowe, is tearing up right-handed pitching, 385 average, 5-game hitting streak. Love this spot for him. He's on a real nice groove lately. And then one full game play on the Rangers, picking on the A's, who are, bound for Las Vegas. They're just terrible. The worst run differential in all of baseball. The Rangers on the run line. Don't even need to go into this too much. They're going to light them up tonight. Lay the 1.5 runs with the Rangers.
There we go. You heard it from the Maestro himself. Now, Zack Attack, coming at you. You got 2 plays, I believe. Yes,
yeah, I'm going to go back to the Toronto Blue Jays player prop as we did last Friday with Bo Bichette, but this time I'm going to go with Alejandro Kirk of the Blue Jays over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs plus 110. I didn't want to go with total bases or just a hit because those are real juicy, -200. But I look for the Blue Jays to bounce back at the plate. 3 of their last 4 games, they've been held in check 2 runs or less, especially coming off yesterday's day off. And I look at Kirk. He's actually excelled at Yankee Stadium. Go back to last year. The last 7 games, he's had a hit in at least 6 of those matchups, 4 doubles. So I think he's going to have a good game tonight. Play him over 1.5 hits, RBIs, and runs. And then I'm going to go with a player prop in the NBA tonight. Bruce Brown over 10.5 points of the Denver Nuggets. I've had a theme on the site early in the postseason. I went after players that had a big game, went for their unders in the next matchup. It's worked well for me, but now I'm kind of sticking with role players. I've been attacking DeAnthony Melton. He's went over each one of his prop, games 1, 2, and 3, over 7.5 points. His prop number will go up. And I looked at Bruce Brown. He had a good game 1. Game 2 only scored 6 points, but that really had a lot to do with the flow of the game. Jamal Murray went off, had 40-plus points. But just like Larry mentioned, the last 9 games of the season, Brown averaged 17 points per game. You're going on the road in Game 3. Minnesota needs this win. You're going to need a spark plug off the bench. I like Brown over him.
There we go. Now, I'll tell you what. I'm going to jump in here, all right, because, again, EC, look, you have
I'm honored. I owe the Maestro money under the table for giving me a spot today.
All right, so, okay, real quick, though. You finished 2 out of 3 yesterday, right?
Yeah.
All right, okay, so, Spector, go ahead and start tallying this. So that's what, 66.7% when you don't
No undershirt. No undershirt today. I just want to point that out. We're going just T-shirt only today. Yep.
That's what I was getting.
Casual Friday for EC, right?
I miss the I feel naked without the undershirt. The people's undershirt is missing.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it's working out for us, and it's working out for your neighbors so that they don't have to come over and see the burn pit inside the house. So that's always nice. All right, EC, I'm going to go so that you can have your spot there at the end. Let me bring this up here. All right, we've got 4 plays here. First off, Maestro, I think you're exactly right in regards to the Rays. We're going to go Wander Franco over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I think this is a nice hitting spot and matchup for them. And you look at our guy, look, the last 3 to 4 games, he really has not been hitting at all. That generally does not last. So I want to buy while he's low, get a good affordable price, and nail this one. I think we've got a good spot here. Speaking of the same style, except this man hasn't been low, Austin Riley, the Atlanta Braves, they're at home against the Houston Astros. Look, this dude is on fire. He is just one of the best hitters in Major League Baseball. I like this spot. It's going to be a fun game tonight. I'm fascinated to see. We've got a good hitters matchup against pitchers, which generally doesn't always happen against these two teams because they have such excellent staffs. So we're going to go Riley on that one. Third play, Anthony Edwards over 2.5 3-pointers tonight for the Timberwolves against the Nuggets. Look, Timberwolves down 0-2. Back at home for the first game. Look, normally we would say a team is do or die when it's 0-3 in a series. No, that's not the mindset. It's 0-2 because Minnesota knows, well, they might know now already, this thing's over if they lose tonight. So I think that you're going to see a flurry of opportunities here for Anthony. He plays hyper aggressive, obviously, as we've seen. He's averaging over his last 6 games, 8+ attempts from 3. We only need 3 to hit tonight. And he's hit this number. Speaking of his last 6 games, he's hit this number in 4 of his last 6. So we're going to roll with Edwards there. Last one, college baseball, moneyline parlay. All right, Vanderbilt, Texas Tech. So Vanderbilt on the road against Tennessee. Huge SEC rivalry here. Tennessee is not playing good baseball at all. They have been dropping games, dropping series left and right. Vanderbilt, one of the best teams in the country, ranked number 4. To be honest with you, Tennessee has gone from being ranked number 2 to unranked currently as we speak. So we're going to go Vanderbilt here. They are the hot team. Texas Tech, top 25 team at home against Baylor, who is one of the worst teams, not only in the Big 12, but in all of college baseball. They're horrific. Texas Tech should roll. Vanderbilt, yeah, they should handle their business. And if Vanderbilt wins big tonight, go ahead and look at them Saturday and Sunday as well, because things could get bad for Tennessee on that one. So those are the 4 that I have. EC, get this out of your way. Let me get out of your way. The EC spot is yours.
I know it's never going to be the EC spot. It's always going to be the Maestro spot, but I appreciate the Maestro. The people's spot. First of all, I want to say happy birthday to Uncle Randy. So thank you for watching Early Edge in 5 with Spector and I every day. We always appreciate it, and these Friday shows are a blast. All right, we got 3 plays for you guys today. So I went on the site and saw there were 11 plays in this Knicks game, which is awesome. We all have an opinion on it, and I'm going to roll with Julius Randle over 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists at -104. I think it's gone up a little bit, like around -110, 111, something like that. Here's why I'm going with this. I know that he had an ankle injury the other year. I know that he got dinged up by Jared Allen the other day. Don't care. He says he's fine. He had a 36-point, 13 rebound, 4 assist game against Cleveland on January 24th in the game that was played at Madison Square Garden. He's taken 20 shots per game in each of his first 2 playoff games, including 17 of them. 17 of the 40 shots have been 3-pointers. If he gets hot tonight in the spotlight, national TV, Madison Square Garden, I'm feeling pretty good about it. He's also averaged 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists in wins this year by the Knicks, and he's over this prop total in 11 of his 16 full games that he has played post-All-Star break, not including the one where he got hurt at the end of March. So, all right, we're going to roll with Randall. Odie over 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I like the Knicks to win the game. I like it to go over, and so do apparently a bunch of people on the site. There were so many picks I had to scroll through. It was crazy. All right, we're going to go to hockey. We've tried this every day this week. We got lucky on the 7th goal last night. AB nailed that over. So we're going to go back to the over shots on goal. Adrian Kempe of the LA Kings over 3.5 shots on goal at plus 100. If you really want to do a parlay with this, they have a Kempe, Connor McDavid, each over 3.5 shots on goal at plus 240 on FanDuel, which is pretty cool. So Kempe had 8 shots in game 1 with 2 goals and 4 shots in game 2. He had 9 shots in each in 2 of his last 3 regular season games, and he hit this number twice during the regular season versus Edmonton with a 5 and an 8 shot game. So in 4 of 6 against the Oilers this year, he's gone over this total. And at even money, let's take a shot. And as I said, that parlay with McDavid is also appealing. As you know, I love parlays. And then we're going to go to baseball. This is the one area where I've kind of struggled this week, but we have to go to a brand name player. The Angels are going back home. It's Mike Trout time. We're going over 1.5 total bases, and you can get this at plus 115 on DraftKings, or you could earlier. I don't know what the line is lately. He's 1 of 3 against the opener for the Royals tonight, Taylor Clark. But then the lefty, Ryan Yarbrough, is scheduled to come in. He's 3 of 7 with 2 doubles and a home run against Yarbrough, and he has gone over this 1.5 total bases in 4 of his last 6 games. I think he hits a home run tonight, so you can sprinkle that. But either way, I think he gets at least a double, 2 total bases, and we hit this, and hopefully go 3-0 tonight, so I don't have to wear an undershirt on Monday.
I want this undershirt thing to be a thing. And Maestro, he had to run. Thank you so much, buddy. We appreciate you here. All right, let me get to the picks here real quick. And then, EC, I've got something on hockey of what you were speaking about the game last night. So, everybody, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Let's take a look at the recap. Maestro is on Quentin Grimes over 8.5 points. Josh Lowe over half total bases, essentially. Just get 1 there. Rangers on the run line at Rangers run line minus 1.5 runs at minus 105. Speculators on Jalen Brunson over 24.5 points. Zach Attack is on Bruce Brown over 10.5 points. And Alejandro Kirk over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at plus money, plus 110. EC is on Julius Randle over 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Adrian Kempe over 3.5 shots on goal. 30 shots on goal will be a lot there. Mike Trout over 1.5 total bases at plus 115. I'm on Wander Franco over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Austin Riley over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Anthony Edwards over 2.5 3-pointers made tonight. And a college baseball moneyline parlay at plus 120. Vanderbilt against Tennessee and Texas Tech against Baylor. Now, EC, so
yeah,
that Lightning Maple Leafs game last night, okay? So but me and you were simpatico in regards to our thoughts on.
Well,
that
you were on it. I mean, we
both were.
Goals.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say was this: is that and let me say, I'm not backing off the over when it goes to Game 3, right? Like I'm going to keep riding this, and especially with Tampa going to be playing at home. Braden Point is going to score a goal. I'm just going to put it out there. Also. So we had Braden Point over 2.5 shots on goal last night, okay? Into the game with 2. He actually had 3, and they pulled it back and counted it as a shot that missed wide. Yes, it was the most
I think you got to give yourself the win. How did the sports books credit it? That's what we got to know.
Well, they credit it as a loss because at the end of the game, I mean, they held that too. But yeah, in the second period there. And then, so I say all that to say this. I was doing HQ last night, and I was watching the game, like, in between, right? Because it's like your hits are 3 minutes, and then you'll go on a 3-minute break. So I was watching the game, and, dude, I was pulling for you on Riley, right? Because you had him over half a point.
Right.
And it was like, I mean, they just kept scoring. And I was like, all right, man, Riley's got to get a point here somehow. And then third period, as you said, on that
seventh goal. Took him 7
gets
goals.
The assist. Yeah.
So here's what I was worried about. You know, we know I went 0-3 on Wednesday. So 3-1 on Tuesday, 0-3 Wednesday. So last night I lost to Brandon Marsh. The Phillies got shut out. It was frustrating. I'm thinking, oh man, if O'Reilly doesn't score, whatever happens with Curry, coach is going to roast me in the morning. So I'm like, I cannot let this happen. So I gave up on it. I was like, I can't watch this third period. I was like sick to my stomach awaiting the whatever coach was going to say, because I knew that Curry was a lot, right, Specter? Like, we knew that was going to happen. I gave the stats yesterday. We knew Curry was a lot. So thank you. 7 goals, Toronto. AB, thank you for your over. Thank you, Ryan O'Reilly, for getting a power play point and saving me from whatever coach would have said this morning on the show.
Yeah. Oh, he just said something. No, you had a good night. Like, and I was like so happy for you watching that when that assist came for Riley. I was like, yes. Attaboy, EC. All right, gentlemen.
Wait, Specter, you were going to say something?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, apparently this is first we got Coach in the chat, and then it's a whole family affair. My own mother is in the chat right now.
Okay, all right, hold on. We got to address these at individual times. So first off, Coach in the chat, our man, he said it would have been brutal. Oh Lord, it would have been bad. Now, did you say?
Yes, my own mom is in the chat today. She said, love Speculator, but that is my son. Yes, that is my mom right there.
Right,
I did tell her, maybe we'll do a Mother's Day special where she can come and make a pick. She's very smart as well. So, you never know.
My mom would love to join in for that as well. We'll have to talk about that. We'll make that happen.
So, okay. So first off, Mama Specs, so glad to meet you. Glad that you're in the chat. You have one heck of a son that we all love. Number 2. All right. And yeah, look, Coach agrees. Exactly what I was about to say. So we need to hook that up. We need to set all that up. All right. Coach is going to be running it as he does. I want him doing that. It will be a perfect show. Absolutely. So Mama Specs, that is absolutely going to happen right there. I love it. That's good karma too. Absolutely good karma. It's going to be a great night. Love it. All right. Anything else before we get out of here?
Well, I want to thank Coach for joining us in the chat and saying nice things as he always does about me.
I mean, there's no tighter two in the group text than Coach and EC.
Never. Apparently I'm not allowed another group text. I found out on Twitter there was like a group text with a few of you guys, and I'm not even allowed in it. I mean,
well,
it hurts. It hurts.
I'll go ahead and tell you this. I get out of Twitter jail tomorrow. I've been gone for 2 weeks, so I get out tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, we'll be walking back out, ready to go. Yeah, fired up for that one. So
welcome back, AB.
Feels good. I think Coach is the one that bailed me out. So I appreciate you, Coach. Thanks for putting that money up. We'll get it back to you. We'll get it back to you on showdowns there. Let EC handle that part for you. All right. Anyway.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Coach is paying for my son's playoff tickets. Just wait.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I think you're going to pay for that.
Yeah,
you're going to pay for that one. That one's going to be tough. All right. So, Specs, you said happy birthday, Uncle Randy, correct?
Yes.
So happy birthday to Uncle Randy. Absolutely a huge welcome from all of us to Mama Specs. Thank you so much. We are excited. Can't wait for that one. Awesome to meet you and see you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be live Saturday morning, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern. But you know what? You can follow all of our folks on social media. Everybody's active. Coach has brought the show on the road. Everything. Make sure to pay attention to Twitter there. But we'll see you Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. But until then, everyone, best of luck. It's Cashy's tickets. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.